Fable of the Cheetah and the Tortoise. In a wide, grassy savanna, there lived a cheetah named Swift. Swift was the fastest animal in the land. She could run like the wind, and everyone admired her speed. But because she was so fast, Swift sometimes thought she was better than everyone else. One day, while resting under a tree, Swift saw a tortoise named Slowpoke slowly walking by. Slowpoke moved very slowly, taking his time with each step. Swift laughed and said, "Slowpoke, you're so slow. How do you ever get anywhere?" Slowpoke looked up at Swift and smiled. "I may be slow, Swift, but I always get to where I'm going." Swift found this funny and said, "Let's have a race, Slowpoke. I'll prove that speed is most important thing." Slowpoke agreed to the race. The animals of the savannah gathered to watch. The starting line was drawn, and the finish line was set at a distant tree. When the race started, Swift shot off like a lightning bolt. She ran so fast that she was almost at the finish line in no time. But when she looked back, she saw Slowpoke still far behind. Thinking she had plenty of time, Swift decided to take a nap under a shady tree near the finish line. "I'll still win even if I take a rest," she thought. Meanwhile, Slowpoke kept moving, one slow step at a time. He didn't stop, and he didn't rush. He just kept going steadily. While Swift slept, Slowpoke quietly walked past her. The other animals watched in surprise as Slowpoke crossed the finish line while Swift was still asleep. When Swift finally woke up, she saw Slowpoke at the finish line. She couldn't believe it. Slowpoke smiled kindly at Swift and said, "You see, Swift, being fast is good, but sometimes it's more important to keep going steadily and never give up." Moral being fast or talented is not always enough. It's important to stay focused, be steady, and not give up. Sometimes being slow and sure really helps